watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. The emptiness machine.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Right to the air. Here's Stafford. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And able to break one tackle that they quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Now Stafford's going to move him around. On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
21, blue 60.
Now it's Stafford. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. The Rams at 7-5 now in the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49.
Throwing is Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Stafford. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. Looking to put a drive together.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Looking to throw. Right side, he finds his receiver, Horton. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking here for Smith downfield. This is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Open man, that's Campbell. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have covered. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into it a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Let's go now.
Oh, he's hitting loose the football. Put it on the carpet. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see
something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
A loss of 7.
Now Stafford, he's going to change things up. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. He'll drop this down to Williams. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke round. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Here's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop it with authority.
At their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they interplay here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Bronco 80. 60 back, go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 5.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Come on.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. But it's caught on the right side of Smith. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cougar 19, 79 Broncos.
Now back to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game plan, and only if they manage to win the game.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
1 yards. That's good for a Rams first down.
Play action. Stafford. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua, 37 yards. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Matt Gay to kick off for Los
So
Angeles.
all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go now.
Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculated, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Third down at 6.
And it's third down.
Come on, come on. Hit. Hit, Buffalo 18.
He'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on fourth down to punt this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
22-yard line.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Price. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That is caught. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Gain of 16 yards. And a Rams first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
First down.
Hey, give me radar.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Move 15. Omaha. Ready, move. Zebra.
Stafford now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, it looked like he marched to the end zone. He's had a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Move 60.
On third down, here's a run with Price. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Straight ahead, Walker. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
First down, Seahawks.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
70,
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't finish.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
At their own 35-yard line.
L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
40 got.
The final shot before the break, Stanford. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Hey, 180. 0.
The final shot before break. Stafford looking for Campbell downfield. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 33.
What a tug of war this game has been. A tie at the half. I remember when I was playing, my coaches always talked about the first 5 minutes of each half. That's where you can gain the momentum and seize an opportunity. We've got one team in position to do that right now.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
70 victorious, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 7 Pirates, Buffalo 18.
Back to throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Back to 60, back to 60. 79 Broncos. Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Rangers, 7 go.
They'll set up a throw. To the right side and intercepted. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
Rams 17, Seahawks 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jason Myers.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way out to the 40-yard line.
40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
He finds his man complete. That's Price.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, my goodness. He had his tight end running free down the middle. I think maybe if you don't try to go for the home run ball and just kind of get it to him, just put it on him, this play will work out. But he led him too much, and that's a tough incompletion to handle.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go. Set.
And now an audible here into something else. He finds his man complete. That's Horton. And he's across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Inside 4 minutes to go. Third quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 39.
First down, Seattle.
Back to throw again. Goes right back to Smith again. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Come on. Set. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
They'll look to throw again. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. Then he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Seahawks.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Man, and he hits him in stride. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain on the keep keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No room to find to get upfield.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on first and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third call. This is Football League on EA Sports.